Hey, welcome back to Business English Desk. I'm Laura.
And I'm Jamie, and oh my gosh, we are so glad you're here today.
Seriously, if you are listening to this right now, welcome, welcome, welcome. Whether you're a brand new listener or you've been with us forever.
We love you either way.
We really do. Okay, quick thing. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, leave us a little like. It genuinely helps us reach more English learners around the world. And honestly, it just makes our day.
It really does. We see those likes and we're like, oh, people are listening.
We get so excited. Okay, so today's topic.
Today's topic is one that I feel like people think they know,
Oh, totally.
but then they make mistakes with it all the time.
All the time. We're talking about present continuous tense.
Da-da-da-da.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. It felt right. It felt ceremonial.
It did feel a little ceremonial. Okay, so present continuous, also called present progressive, by the way.
Same thing, different name.
Exactly, and we're going to break it down today in a way that actually makes sense, like real life sense, not textbook sense.
Because textbooks will put you to sleep.
They really will. Okay, let's get into it. All right, Jamie, so let's start super basic. Like, what even is present continuous?
Okay, so the name kind of gives it away, right? Present, happening now. Continuous, still going, not done yet.
Ooh, I like that. Still going, not done yet.
So it's like the action is in progress. It's happening as we speak.
Right, so like right now, what are we doing?
We're recording a podcast.
Yes, we are recording a podcast. That's present continuous right there, people.
Boom. Real life example literally happening right now.
I love it when we do that. Okay, so the structure. Let's talk about how you build this tense, because the formula is actually pretty simple.
It is. So you've got the verb to be, am, is, are,
Right?
plus the main verb with ing on the end.
Subject plus am, is, are plus verb ing. That's it.
That's genuinely it.
So like, I am working. She is eating. They are running.
He is sleeping through his alarm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, why is that so relatable?
Because we've all been there. We've all been that person.
We absolutely have. Okay, listeners, just remember, am, is, are plus verb ing. Write that down if you need to. Seriously, tattoo it on your brain.
Mental tattoo. I love it.
Okay, so now the big question, when do we actually use present continuous? Because this is where people get confused.
Yes. Okay, so there are actually a few different situations, right? It's not just right now in this moment.
Right, and I think that's what surprises people.
So the most obvious one, actions happening right now, like literally at this second.
I'm drinking coffee. She's talking on the phone. The dog is barking. All happening now.
And you can almost picture it, right? Like I say, the dog is barking, and you're like, yep, I can hear it.
I can hear it. Okay, what's the next one?
Okay, so this one's interesting. Temporary situations, like things that are happening around this time in your life, but they're not permanent.
Ooh, okay, give me an example.
So like, I'm living with my parents right now. Maybe you moved back temporarily. It's not forever, it's just right now.
Oh, that's such a good one. Or like, she's taking an online English course this month.
Yes, it's temporary. It has a time limit.
Exactly. It's not like her whole identity, it's just what's happening now.
Right, it's not a permanent personality trait.
Right. I am a person who takes English courses forever. No. That's not what we're saying. Okay, what's next?
Okay, here's one that people do not expect, using present continuous for future plans.
Ooh, yes, this one blows people's minds.
Right? Because you're like, wait, it's called present continuous. Why are we talking about the future?
But it works. It totally works in English. Like, I'm meeting Sarah tomorrow.
Or we're flying to New York next week.
Both of those are future, but we're using present continuous because the plan is already set. It's decided. It's happening.
It's like locked in on the calendar.
Exactly. If it's on the calendar, you can use present continuous. I love that rule.
That's a great way to remember it. Is it on the calendar? Use present continuous.
Someone put that on a poster.
Business English Desk merch right there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there's also one more use, right? Annoying habits.
Oh yes, the passive-aggressive one.
The passive-aggressive present continuous.
So you can use present continuous with words like always or constantly to talk about something someone does that drives you crazy.
Like, he is always leaving his dishes in the sink.
Ugh, the roommate flashbacks.
Right? Or she is constantly interrupting me in meetings.
You can feel the frustration in that sentence.
You really can. It adds that little extra energy.
That exhausted, fed-up energy.
Exactly. So listeners, present continuous isn't just for right now, it's for temporary situations, fixed future plans, and those annoying habits. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, so we've got the positive sentences down, but what about negatives and questions? Because those trip people up too.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so negatives, super easy. You just add not after am, is, or are.
Right, so I am not working today, she isn't coming to the party.
They aren't listening.
Let's hope they are listening. Okay, and questions?
Questions, you just flip it. Put am, is, or are at the front.
So instead of you are working late, the question is, are you working late?
Exactly. Is she coming? Are they waiting? Flip it, and it's a question.
I always tell people, if you can flip it, it's a question. Easy.
I like that. Flip it for questions, add not for negatives.
Boom. Okay, I think we need to do a little quiz here. You ready?
Oh, I love quiz time.
Okay, listeners, this is for you too. Play along. Jamie and I are going to quiz each other, and you quiz yourself at home. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, Jamie, fill in the blank. Right now, she blank read.
Oh, okay. She is reading a book.
Yes, perfect. Okay, next one. Make it negative. He blank not sleep right now.
He is not sleeping right now, or he isn't sleeping.
Both correct. Love it. Okay, make this a question. They are waiting outside.
Are they waiting outside?
Yes. Okay, listeners, how did you do? If you got all three, amazing. If you got one or two, that's totally okay. Keep practicing. That's literally why we're here.
And if you got 0, hey, no shame. That means you came to the right podcast.
Exactly. We're here for all levels.
Okay, can we talk about mistakes? Because I feel like this is where it gets real.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Because people make such specific mistakes with this tense.
Okay, number 1, and this is a big one, using present continuous with stative verbs.
Ooh, okay, stative verbs. Let's explain that because that phrase alone sounds scary.
It does sound scary, but it's not. So stative verbs are verbs that describe a state, not an action. Things like know, love, hate, want, need, believe, understand.
And these verbs do not like the ing form. Like you can't say, I am knowing the answer.
I am knowing the answer. That sounds so wrong.
It sounds so wrong. You just say, I know the answer.
Or, I am loving this song. Technically, that's wrong.
Although,
Okay, McDonald's made it a thing,
I'm loving it. That is literally a slogan.
which, grammatically speaking, is incorrect.
But we all say it anyway. That's English for you.
That's English for you, but in formal or professional settings, stick to the rule. Don't use present continuous with stative verbs.
Right. I love this idea, not I am loving this idea. In a business email, stick to the simple form.
Good call. Okay, mistake number 2, forgetting the verb to be. This is so common.
Oh yeah, people say she working right now, and they forget the is.
And it sounds incomplete. She is working right now. The is has to be there.
It's like the glue. Without it, everything falls apart.
The glue. I love that. Am, is, are is the glue.
Glue of the tense. Write that down.
Okay, another one. Spelling mistakes with ing because there are some rules.
Oh, right. Like if a verb ends in a silent E, you drop it before adding ing.
So make becomes making, not making.
Come becomes coming, not coming.
And if it's a short verb with a consonant-vowel-consonant pattern, you double the final consonant.
So run becomes running, sit becomes sitting.
Swim becomes swimming.
These little rules make such a difference in writing.
They really do. Okay, listeners, these are the big three: stative verbs, forgetting the verb to be, and spelling. Watch out for those three and you'll be golden.
Golden. Okay, my favorite part, role play time.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so let's do a work scenario. I'm calling you, you're my coworker, and I want to know what's going on in the office.
Okay, I'm in the office. Go.
Okay. Hey, Laura, what's happening over there? I'm working from home today.
Oh, hey, Laura. Okay, so right now Mike is presenting to the clients in the conference room.
Ooh.
And Sarah is printing the reports, I think. And honestly, everyone is just running around like crazy right now.
Oh no, is the presentation going well?
I mean, I'm not in there, but I'm hearing some intense voices.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm glad I'm at home.
Yeah, you picked a good day.
Okay, listeners, did you catch all the present continuous in there? Mike is presenting. Sarah is printing. Everyone is running around. I'm hearing. Those were all present continuous.
All happening right now in the moment of the conversation.
And it sounded natural, right? Like an actual phone call.
Because it is how people actually talk.
Exactly. Okay, let's do one more. Future plans. I'll be me, you be a friend. We're making weekend plans.
Got it.
So, hey, what are you doing this weekend?
Oh, I'm actually flying to Chicago on Saturday.
No way. What are you doing there?
I'm visiting my college friends. We're going to this big food festival, apparently.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Are you coming back Sunday?
Yeah, I'm taking the evening flight. I'm back by like 9.
Perfect. Okay, listeners, again, all of that was present continuous for future plans. I'm flying, I'm visiting, we're going, I'm taking. All decided, all on the calendar, all present continuous.
It's so natural in conversation. People use this way all the time.
All the time. If you're not using it this way yet, start today. It'll make you sound so much more natural.
Seriously, native speakers do this constantly.
Okay, since we're Business English Desk, we gotta talk about how present continuous shows up in professional settings.
Oh yes, because it's everywhere in business language.
Everywhere. Okay, emails. You might write, I'm currently reviewing your proposal and we'll get back to you by Friday.
Currently reviewing. That's present continuous. It's professional. It's clear. It tells the person exactly where you are in the process.
Right. Or in a meeting, we're working on improving the system.
We're looking into that issue.
The team is developing a new strategy.
All of those sound professional and natural, and they tell people something is in progress.
Which is exactly what present continuous does. In progress. Happening. Not done yet.
And in job interviews, oh, this is a big one.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What are you currently working on? That question is almost guaranteed in an interview.
And you answer with present continuous. I'm currently leading a project on, or I'm managing a team of.
It shows you're active, you're engaged, things are happening for you.
It makes you sound like someone things are happening for, which is exactly who you want to seem like in an interview.
Right, not I did a thing once back in 2019.
No. I am doing a thing right now as we speak.
Present tense, present continuous, alive and active.
I love it. Okay, one more business scenario. Small talk, because small talk is so important professionally.
Oh, totally underrated.
Someone walks into your office and says, "Hey, how's everything going?" And you use present continuous.
Oh, we're just finishing up the quarterly report.
I'm actually getting ready for a big presentation tomorrow.
The whole team is working on the new product launch.
All small talk, all present continuous, all totally natural.
And it makes the conversation feel alive, like stuff is happening.
Because stuff is happening. That's the whole point of present continuous.
That's literally the point of the tense.
Okay, I think we should do a little recap before we go, because there was a lot in this episode.
There really was. Okay, present continuous. What are the main points?
All right, number 1, the formula. Am, is, are plus verb ing. Don't forget the to be verb. It's the glue.
The glue. Number 2, the uses. Actions happening right now. temporary situations, future plans that are set, and annoying habits with always or constantly.
Number 3, negatives and questions. Add not for negative, flip am is are to the front for questions.
Number 4, common mistakes. Don't use it with stative verbs like know, love, want. Don't forget to be, and watch your spelling when you add ing.
And number 5, use it in conversations, in emails, in interviews, in small talk. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes.
That's honestly the biggest tip. Just use it.
Just use it. Practice it today. Go find a friend, a coworker, anyone, and describe what's happening around you using present continuous.
Or just narrate your own life. I am walking to the kitchen. I am opening the fridge. I am eating leftover pizza.
I am questioning my life choices.
I am putting the pizza back.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but seriously, that narration exercise, it actually works. Do it in your head as you go about your day.
It's such a good tip. Your brain starts to think in the tense and then it comes naturally.
Exactly. Okay, that is a wrap on today's episode of Business English Desk.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Seriously, it means the world. If you learned something today, leave us a comment. Tell us, what are you doing right now? Use present continuous in your answer.
That's a great prompt.
Right? Like, I am listening to Business English Desk and I'm learning so much. Hit us with it.
We read every single comment. We love seeing your progress.
We really do. Okay, subscribe if you haven't, like this episode if it helped, and share it with someone who's learning English. You never know who needs it.
And we'll be back very soon with another episode. Stay curious, keep practicing,
And keep speaking. You've got this.
see you next time. Bye.